Protecting passwords by hashing them prior to storage in a database should be considered a must. A hash is a method of transforming a plain string into a longer, more complicated string that has no human meaning. In addition, the hash should not be able to be reversed. This video demonstrates the hashing of a password using the PHP password hash function as part of a registration process. Documentation on this function can be found on php.net at the address shown on the screen. In this case, I will add the code to an MVC controller. I place the code below where my data checks have occurred so as to ensure that my incoming data is valid, but before the data is sent to the database for storage. Once inserted, I save the controller. Running the website, I navigate to the registration form and complete it. As mentioned in previous videos, I realized that the password field should hide the characters, but I am not doing so for demonstration purposes. After submitting the data, I will then bring up my data in the database. If things worked as they should, the last inserted record's password should not be plain text, as is the case with previous records. Instead, it should be a long string of characters and symbols. It is a hash. The password hash function is intended for periodic updates to increase the strength of the hash as time passes. The database field must be large enough to store the hash. The recommendation is that the database field be 255 characters long and of type varchar. As you can see, adding the hashing functionality to a PHP process is very easy.